Welcome everyone to this week's mod showcase. Thank you for using the mods and supporting the amazing talent of our modding community. We have our first feature mod of the week for you guys, and that will bring the immersion to the next level. Tweaks to the specific mechanic in the game to make it a viable playthrough, armor mods, heads, and more. Without further ado, these are Baldur's Gate 3's weekly mods, episode 12. Enjoy! We're gonna start with a rework mod of the week. Have you ever noticed the illithid powers are just boring? Aside from the luck of the Far Realms that gives us a guaranteed crit on use, or maybe the black hole that pulls targets to the center, going the illithid route is just ain't worth it. Also, you get the permanent illithid look on you, so it may not be a good option for some people. I really wish the pros outweigh the cons, especially if ever you want to go full illithid. I was really looking forward to go full illithid powers in a playthrough that is this mind and space bending creature, but unfortunately the base game version is just underwhelming. Until I found the Illithid Powers Overhaul 2 mod. The mod completely reworks the Illithid powers and introduces new thematic look to using the Illithid abilities, like you get this really cool dark aura and the silhouette of a mind flayer hovering beside you, adding that ink dark textures as well as the glowing eyes. It just looks really damn cool. Illithid powers are now completely visible. They are no longer locked, so you can now clearly plan your way to the powers that you want. Replaced and added some spells like the psychic pull and toss, giving you powers of a freaking Jedi to pull targets into melee range or toss them into different targets to damage both of them, as well as prone. Force tunnel that gives you the ability to dash and also knock enemies in your path. Spread the insanity debuff that continuously provides random debuffs to the enemies every turn. Not to mention the cone AoE that triggers a class action called the Weak that explodes to enemies in an area that deals a ton of psionic damage, or just be a full illithid, reducing the cost of your illithid powers by 1. Talking about illithid powers, these are not unlimited uses by the way, as the mod introduces some illithid charges that will be the resource and can generate after a long rest. Whenever you're tired of being a squid, you can just use a purifying tadpole to remove all of those illithid disadvantages. It's that easy. Second is our UI mod of the week, which is the Better Characters and Part Panels mod. The mod is another great one from Kates. It improves the character panels and tab party panels by introducing a tighter 16:9 party panel with the added 5:9 inventory slots. Character panels now have feats, class features, and illithid powers, all included to the spells panel across all your characters, as well as party panels and spell tabs is a little bit tighter and is overall more detailed with the added information. Character sheets are more compact, so you don't need to scroll down to clearly see the proficiencies in the abilities. And did I mention that it doesn't overlap with the sidebars and the hotbars anymore? Unlike the original version, that it somewhat flips at the bottom, especially on the spell slots. And again, we found another great mod to include in your UI loadout. You're welcome. Third is our armor mod of the week. That is the Cambion and the Gith Yankee armor mod. The mod introduces us several new armor pieces for the Cambion and the Gith armors that are compatible for male and female, human, half-elf, tiefling, dragonborn, half-orc, and Gith. What's cool about this mod is that it has 2 variations for you to choose from. One group is a pure cosmetic that is slotted in as a camp cosmetic clothing. This is just for the purpose of just pure aesthetic, and the others are full armor pieces with different passives. It comes with undergarments and has a nice crown headpiece as well. You can purchase these items with various vendors throughout all acts, so you don't miss this really nice set for your fashion gate needs. Now for a mod that lets your enemies scale. Are you tired of being too powerful for your own good? If you just overlevel your enemies, specifically if you're choosing certain enemies to get advantage on them by just increasing your levels first then coming back to destroy them later on. That wouldn't be the case anymore with the player level scaling mod. This mod scales all your enemies and NPCs to your level. Whether you have a group of level 7 players, a goblin may still be a challenge as it will also scale up to your character level. Bosses will automatically scale and will be adding a +2 to their current levels. Passives of enemies and abilities will also be affected. It will happen around 3 to 4 levels. They will be gaining around 1d8 boost damage. Pair this with the Absolute Wrath mod that adds random affixes in every battle, and you're guaranteed to have a really challenging playthrough in your Baldur's Gate 3 session. Enjoy! Speaking of something that you'll be enjoying, it is time for our feature mod of the week, which is the More Creative Companions mod.
Fiend worship. I'm not trying to pick a fight, Will, but it really seems like a blatant... Are the gods truly this petty?
Do you feel that your companions lack their interactions while traveling? Want to have more companion chatter and quips, waiting for that real immersion of a party? Want to know more about whatever your companions are thinking about, or maybe stuff they know about the world?
Fiend worship. I'm not trying to pick a fight, Will, but it really seems like a blatant... Are the gods truly this petty?
If you want to have that added immersion, this mod got you covered. This mod introduces a huge number of quips and comments of your companions that are only specific if you played as them yourself. It provides whole lines of companion chatter and are played in the correct moments that match the current situation. Not only that, it also includes characters that you get along the way, like Minthara, Jaheira, Minx, Halsin, if you bring them along to your travels. Summoned hirelings also get corresponding lines in certain situations just to make them feel more alive. What's really cool about the synergy of this mod is whenever you bring all of your companions along, the mod randomly selects a member to speak, which is really intuitive. I tried to test out how the companions trigger and compare to the original version. You can really tell the difference. In the original version, you interact with objects and mostly Tav will be the one to do the comments to that object.
The splendid city of Athkatla hums beyond the portal.
Athkatla, city of coin, capital of Arm. They say the streets are paved with gold.
Neverwinter, jewel of the north.
Neverwinter, jewel of the north. I wonder if the cult of the Absolute has influence there as well.
Waterdeep, the crown of the north.
Waterdeep. The forces of the Absolute could threaten even the City of Splendors if they were to reach it.
This portal leads directly to the frigid citadel of Mephistar, nestled in the Hells.
Mephistar, home to the archdevil Mephistopheles. Raphael's bold indeed if he ever visits uninvited.
Secrets of the port city of Luskan flutter behind this portal.
Luskan, city of sails, at the far north of the Sword Coast, in the shadow of the spine of the world.
Menzoberranzan, the jewel of the Underdark, lies beyond.
Menzoberranzan, city of spiders. Of course Raphael has dealings in the depths of the Underdark.
While with the mod active, you can hear some comments from your party members, especially if they have knowledge about that certain thing.
The splendid city of Athkatla hums beyond the portal.
This leads to Athkatla. Perhaps I'll see it for myself someday.
Neverwinter, jewel of the north.
A portal to Neverwinter. How I love the chill of the northern lands.
Waterdeep, the crown of the north.
Now Waterdeep is worth visiting. So many people with deep, deep pockets.
This portal leads directly to the frigid citadel of Mephistar, nestled in the Hells.
Mephistar, the home of Mephistopheles, and the center of the coldest of the 9 hells.
Secrets of the port city of Luskan flutter behind this portal.
Luskan, city of sails, split by the river Mirrah. The waters are clearer than even the Chionthars, if you can believe it.
Menzoberranzan, the jewel of the Underdark, lies beyond.
Menzoberranzan, not the sort of place you can just stroll into.
This is one of the mod that I highly recommend getting, and I'm pretty sure that you'll hear some lines that you haven't heard before, especially if you haven't played the character yourself. Finally, our head mod of the week is Zip's Heads mod. The mod introduces newly inspired heads for Baldur's Gate 3. The mod has some nicely detailed textures for male and female assets. Most of the heads are elven inspired, by the way, so the default ears are more of a elven or pointy. It is usable for all races. Even if you are human, you can still look like an elf with those pointy ears if that's your thing. The problem with the mod is that it still needs some work, by the way. The horns for the tiefling race need some adjustments because of the obvious floating of the head to the horns, which is clearly visible if you look at the horns. And I don't know if it's on me, but the Noah head is not working for some reason. I only get floating hair. If it works for you guys, do let me know in the comments below. Anyway, it's first time for me to showcase floating hair, so it's cool. Alright guys, thank you for watching the mod showcase. I hope you guys enjoy the mods in this list. And on behalf of the modding community, thank you for downloading the mods and appreciating all of the amazing talent. Yeah, what do you guys think about all of the stuff that I mentioned? Would love to know about your comments and your questions as well as your clarifications in a comment down below. Don't forget to hit that like button if you guys like the video. It really lets me know that you guys are enjoying the series. Shout outs for all the people who subscribe and keep supporting the channel. I really appreciate you guys for all of the amazing support. And for all the people who haven't subscribed yet, I hope I earn your subscriptions in the future. But if I earn it today, please don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button. It really helps me out a lot. If you want to support me directly, please consider joining our D20 Rollers Club by hitting the join button. Join our Discord with the guys, and I also have Patreon if you want to go that route. Anyway, that's it for me. I hope to see you soon on the next Master Box Show. Peace out. Bye guys.